our next guest is known to many as a fitness influencer and coach, and now she's inviting everyone to join her in the kitchen with her very first cookbook.
Well, she is sharing flavorful and accessible recipes that the whole family can feel good about eating. So please welcome the author of Bismillah, Let's Eat, Zehra Allibhai. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Congratulations on the cookbook. This is an incredibly beautiful spread. The cookbook is beautiful. Tell us first about the meaning behind its title.
So the book is called Bismillah, and what that means in Arabic is I begin in the name of God. And it's basically like a grace. It's about starting with intention, kind of being present in what you're doing. And it's something I taught my kids when they were very little. Bismillah, let's eat. Like, you know, so I feel like calling the book that was really special.
All right, so as an influencer, you post your fitness content, but you also love to post about your meals. So, and you share all of your recipes, of course. So talk to us about this beautiful cookbook.
So this was kind of like a culmination of all things food. So growing up as an immigrant child, my mom was like, never would say I love you, but you'd have like a huge meal of like your favorite foods, and you knew that was like your love. Like that was her love language. So having kids who love to eat made me want to cook more. So it's a lot of recipes from my parents are from Kenya, from our East African background, our Indian heritage, and then, you know, living in Canada, growing up, and the kids were like, I want mac and cheese and I want, you know, pizza. So it's really a mix of like, if you came to my house for a week, this is kind of what you get, like a little bit of everything.
Oh, I love that. Well, I think we're ready to eat.
Yeah, I'm
so
excited.
excited. So why don't we start with actually a breakfast meal? And you've actually brought us potato curry with eggs.
Yes,
so
yeah.
Tell us about
so
it.
I find any place you go, there's always like a breakfast that's like a mix of like hash brown and eggs or like potato and eggs. So this is kind of like the first curry I ever learned how to make. It's so simple, and it's a great thing to do like for
there's some
brunch.
heat.
Yeah, there's some spice.
There's some heat.
It'll wake you up in the morning. But yeah, it's a super hearty, easy breakfast to make. It's got turmeric and chili. So yeah, it's a great way to wake you up.
Oh, it's
so
delicious.
nice.
Really delicious.
My mouth is full. I gotta have something to swear. This recipe uses turmeric and ground chili that you keep in a beautiful container. Tell us about the meaning behind it.
Yeah, so this is called a spice dabba, and it's basically called, it's like a masala dabba, which is spice box. So again, wanting to bring in like heritage, this is something you'll find in every South Asian household. So it's something I really wanted to bring into the book. It's something I use every day. Also, when I got married, I told my mom, I'm taking yours, and she's like, no, I'll buy you your own. But it's really something that's passed down through generations, and it's such a beautiful way to display your spices. If you make curries a lot, it's always usually the same spices that you use. So easy, open it up, use the spices, close it up. It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Or just hanging in Mel.
I'm okay. We forgot to warn you. I'm a big baby. I forgot to tell you.
All right, there's other things that'll cool it down.
Okay. So good. Okay, so next up we have this roasted butternut squash and beet soup. So talk about why the beet and the squash work so well together.
First of all, it's such a beautiful color. So I was like, if I add beet to this, like how much will it elevate? Like that, see, that'll cool you down. It's got coconut milk in it. So it's basically roasted butternut squash, beet, garlic, onion. You roast that all in a pan, and it's such a pretty, vibrant soup for fall.
Oh, this is delicious.
Yeah, take us through each step. So you're roasting it on the pan.
So
and
you
then
cut up your butternut squash, you cut up your beets, your onions, garlic, you roast that all in, and then you can even do the rest in the blender. Once everything's cooked down, throw in some chicken broth or vegetable broth, some coconut milk, a little bit of salt, and that's it. You blend it up, and it's ready to go.
Oh,
This is gorgeous.
And if you got little ones that don't like vegetables, give them a pink soup. They'll have it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Good idea.
Yeah, we love that. We also love when like one sheet pan meal can be an option because it's so quick and easy for cleanup, especially. So you've brought us a sheet pan sumac chicken dish. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so again, first of all, like, look at how beautiful this is, right?
Yeah.
So you can make a quick weeknight dinner, or you can do like a dinner for a gathering, and it can be just as beautiful, right? So you take your chicken, there's like the sumac spice rub that you put on it, you throw it in the oven, then you throw in your vegetables, and it's one dish. It's so easy. Everyone in the family can kind of pick out what they like, and it's ready to go.
Gorgeous.
Awesome. All right, so how do you make the sumac mix for this, and what else can you do with it?
Yeah, so the sumac mix, it's sumac, it's got a little bit of a kick too. It's got smoked paprika, it's got some ground cumin, it's got olive oil. You take that, you kind of rub that into your chicken, you cook that, but that's something like a spice mix that you could have separately and put it on your chicken, on your fish, kind of have it ready to go whenever you want.
So instead of using plain olive oil, you use something, an herbed olive oil.
Yeah.
So talk about that, something, how you make that, and is that something that we know when to cook with that?
Yeah, so again, it's just about taking a simple recipe and elevating it a little bit, right? You could sprinkle some olive oil or even in like the marinade, but this herbed olive oil, it has za'atar, it has some cumin, it has lemon, it has parsley. So it really just like, really brings out the flavors, and it's something that you could have it, you could keep it in the fridge, shake it up, put it on some potatoes, put it on like your salad dressing. It just kind of helps elevate the flavors a little bit.
Vegetable oil or an olive oil?
An olive oil.
You do it with an
yeah,
olive.
so kind of just like, and the longer it stays sautés, it absorbs those spices and those herbs, and the oil is just like, put it over some eggs, it's delicious.
Oh my gosh. Okay, can I be honest with you? This food is so delicious. Everything I've eaten so far. And we're ending this with a gorgeous dessert. Tell us about this saffron olive oil cake.
It is such, I can't wait for you guys to try this. It's a little bit different. And my intention of the book was like, if I'm gonna get you to buy saffron, I have a biryani recipe. I wanna make sure that you're using your saffron. Do you guys like it?
Oh my God.
So if you're gonna use saffron in some dishes, like I want you to see how you can use it in some desserts as well. Shall we take a moment for the cake?
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
Can we have a moment for the cake? Can we have a moment and some respect on this cake?
There is. Yeah, this just became spiritual. I mean, I wish we could have everybody taste this. This is
and
out
it
of this
smells
world.
like the smell of vision. So
is
it's got lemon,
moist.
olive oil, saffron. It's got this like, you can kind of see these little gold speckles in it. It's such a beautiful light cake. It's not heavy.
No.
And it's so beautiful just to serve it like that.
Wow. Now, how would you garnish this? Do you even need to garnish it?
You don't need to, that's what, like the cake itself like speaks volumes, but because it has orange in it or lemon, you can do some like dried lemon, some, you could even sprinkle some saffron, some dried rose, or you could put like, pistachio cream is having a craze right now. You could like drizzle some pistachio cream over it, some chocolate. That's it. Keep it simple and let the cake flavors really come out.
You said earlier that there's almond flour in this?
Yeah, so you can do almond, it's a mix of almond flour and regular flour. You could do it all almond flour too if you want. That's what makes it so light.
This is amazing. Thank you for feeding us.
My pleasure.
Phenomenal.
Thanks, I'm so glad you guys
Oh my
enjoyed.
gosh.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.